turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of church press, rest in peace. Keep it a good.
So what you want to talk about? I just wanted to come. When I texted you today, it was more so like just
it don't have to be. We don't have this like nail down on topic what we're gonna talk about.
Yeah.
Cause I got some stuff to say. And my world was turned upside down when I don't know where I was.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I was getting out of work, I think, or something.
Mm-hmm. I know I was getting off work and then you text me. And as soon as you text me, no, the update came on my phone and you text me. So go ahead.
Because I was like, I'm just listening to my Bama stuff because this is after. Mm-hmm. It's like, damn, we can like reload for next season, all that. Mm-hmm. Then I get the text that says, breaking, Nick Saban plans to retire. And I was just like, what? I was like, nah. Mm-hmm. And then I said, well, let me go and jump on Reddit. First thing, soon as you click on the Roll Tide on the Reddit page, boom, it says he's retiring. And then I shot through a text. But
almost through my phone.
Bruh, since this is, and first of all, I just want to say, I got nothing but respect for Coach Saban. Mm-hmm. I love what he did for the university. In 17 years, there's nobody, unless Kirby just get on the fast track and just start winning championship out of championship. But, I mean, that's kind of hard to do. And he proved it. Yeah. But it just boggles my mind, bro. Like, I get it. Everybody has their expiration date. You're not going to do your job forever, and I get it. But what's got me all razzled or my brain all fried is he is one of the most meticulous men that I know. I mean, I don't know him personally, but I mean, he's got the process. You know what I'm saying? There's a step by step. Everything, his whole day is planned out. You know what I'm saying? Down to the second. And I'm sure he's probably, based off of his work ethic, I'm sure he's probably punctual, on time. Yeah. All right, boom, we're done here. All right, I'm on there. Then the day he decides to retire, he works all the way up until that emergency team meeting. Mm-hmm. And he said in an interview up till 5 minutes before the meeting, he decided he still hadn't made the decision. But that's why I think there's something deeper. Like, maybe it's health.
He said it's fine though. I gotta take him for his word.
And I do too. But what got me is you the greatest coach of all time. Mm-hmm. You don't, and bro, we talked about it before, about having somebody in the wing or like molding somebody to take the job. We thought that was going on, or I thought there was a plan, but we see there was no plan. I mean, we're good now, and I have full confidence in Coach Debo. Oh, I don't know how to say his name for real, but I'm calling him Debo.
Call him Bell, yeah. Everybody call him something.
But
But you say, hold on, before you go any further, back when we was potting before the season started, we was having those conversations. Somebody in the wing. And look how relevant that conversation is. That we're talking about, as much as we love Coach, we need to have somebody on staff that's ready to take over learning. You know, when we're recruiting, they going on chips.
Yep.
It would have been a seamless transition.
Really?
But continue.
That's why I thought it was like, I was like, no, it can't be. Maybe this is him announcing that he's gonna retire. Mm-hmm. I didn't think it was an actual, I'm done. Because it's just, I think there's something else there, or maybe I'm reaching, or maybe I want it to be something else because how abrupt it was to me. I mean, yeah, the dude been coaching 17 years, or he's been at Alabama 17 years. And yeah, like I said, his time was going to be up, but I thought there was going to be more of a, it'd be better planned out. And true, you can't, he's got to go at some point. I don't want to beat him up because look what he's done to the university. He got 6 national champions. He got 6 titles. Mm-hmm. Nobody's going to do that. I don't think anybody's going to do that. But I mean, damn, coach. Now I just feel like and then what's happening to is like, I feel like we are a school of fish, and you got sharks around us, and people. That's what FSU got 5 of our players. Texas got what 3, 4 of our players.
Jordan potentially got Alabama.
Yeah, we got players.
Ole Miss just landed Trey Amos. Texas A&M got one of ours. These players ain't just going to any other school. They're going to SEC school.
Yep.
Minus Florida State.
And it just sucks because what's that say about? And look, I don't want to beat up the players, but at face value, okay, you say you want to go to the University of Alabama because of Coach Saban. I get it. But at the end of the day, is there any commitment to the university? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to beat these kids up, man. It's just, I wish them well, but I just wish they would have given this coaching staff, the incoming coaching staff, and I think one of the players said, give them to the spring. You know what I'm saying?
Play
See
the
what they're about.
game.
Yeah.
Learn the concept.
See what they're all about before you make a rash decision. Because you know what? I think Coach Debo probably, I'm sure he probably don't feel this way, but maybe if it were me, I would feel like it's a slap in the face. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't make this happen. You know what I'm saying? It's just the circumstances that I'm dealt with. It's like, yes, I'm not Coach Saban, and I can't teach you what he had planned on teaching you, and I can't reinforce what he's already taught you. I can teach you what I know. I can just add to. Just give me the opportunity to do that. Just don't jump ship yet. Don't let the reason you leaving the University of Alabama be because Coach Saban left.
What kind of sense that make?
Exactly. Like,
what do your parents say? Imagine your son. You have a son play at Bama, and scholarship full ride, top of the world athlete, and then all of a sudden, you know, Coach Saban come to the house, y'all meet him, y'all get recruited by him, and then he decides to retire one day, and now your son be like, well, I don't want to play for you anymore because Coach Saban gone. What would you tell your boy?
That's exactly the position that, and I love Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs hadn't said a word. His family, his dad said something.
Yeah.
But at some point, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just, it sucks just to be in this position. And it's just because it's us, not even just because it's us. If it were another team and I see them getting picked to the bone and players just exiting leaving the team because one person retires, that's just it. Yeah. But like Tyler Booker, or the O lineman, he said he's locked in. Yeah, I love that.
I love it too.
Devontae Smith
locked in. What are you starting? What are you getting no playing time?
And that's why I hope that attitude starts to get contagious, and then they just take that chip on their shoulder, like, oh, everybody leaves, so everybody's counting us out. We're still Bama. Yeah, that's what I think. That's the attitude that they have. It's like, okay, so what? This person leaves. This person leaves. Yeah, we're still Bama.
And the standard is still the standard. Like,
exactly.
And Coach Debo said it. He's not trying to come in and change anything. Any place he's gone into, he did an interview with Paul Feinbaum today. He said he wasn't fazed by all these transfers. He said it was worse when he was at Washington. He said he's in a great position. And I like that mindset. I like that he's not panicking. Yeah. Because that tells me, one, he's confident in his coaching staff that he's assembling together. And two, he believes that they got what it takes to win now. And so he may know something that we don't know.
Exactly.
And I'm excited for that. He's not running around, man, the portal is nuts. He ain't blaming this and that. Y'all go do what y'all want to do. We're going to win over here. Because listen, he said the standard's a standard. He ain't coming in and trying to change nothing. Coach Saban got full access to everything. What's there to worry about? That's y'all that jump ship thinking that we finna collapse.
And what's going to make it even sweeter if when we get back to the SEC championship, win that, start to get in this playoff, and get to the end and win. And we do it. I'm telling you, if Coach Debo does it in his first year,
I don't want to hear. Woo.
I don't want to hear a word from nobody.
Nobody. And I want to see a statue start to be playing for me.
Bro. And all these players that jump ship, stay where you at.
Yeah.
Stay where you at.
Yeah.
Go and get your NIL, your deal money.
Yeah.
Because it just shows me, bro, that it was never about Bama.
It was about. You were selfish.
Yeah.
It was never about team. What you gonna get? This is maybe a blessing in disguise. What we gonna get next season, and this could not actually. I'm gonna call him Coach KD. I like KD and Debo. I'm gonna say Coach right now, but I'm Coach KD.
Okay.
This is what I do like about this. If you look at Coach Saban and Coach Debo, they are complete opposite in terms of personality. Mm-hmm. You got Saban, who is, like you just mentioned earlier, meticulous, very planned, very, every I dotted, every T crossed. Yep. Relentless attitude, not competition, don't pay attention to the score. That's like, it's no mercy. Make them quit, like he said in one of his speeches. And then you got Coach Debo, who still has that winner's mentality, but he's more family oriented, brotherhood. And I like that he don't have to be Saban. You can win in both positions. So if you say, this is my brother, and he decided to stay, I'm playing for you now. I'm not just playing for me.
I'm playing for you.
It's that 300 mentality where they all got the shields and they forming the phalanx, and I'm not covering myself, I'm covering the guy next to me. And when those arrows try to come in and strike us, nobody getting hit because I'm covering my brother covered me, and it's just a cycle. We got a team that's going to resemble, in my opinion, what we saw Coach Saban take over in that 08, when he inherited Mike Schuler's boys, and then got them right that second and third year when we won it, where it wasn't about NIL or it wasn't about notoriety. Now you playing, I bought into the vision of what Coach Saban was selling. That's why, and I made a comment to the boys on Cal Henderson show, where if you listen to interviews and hear Coach Saban talking about, I don't think he says his favorite players, but players that mean a lot to him. It was Julio Jones. I don't know if I sent you the text, but Julio committed to Bama when Bama wasn't winning. Yep. He saw the vision. And all the players that have decided to stay at Alabama, they're telling the players that are entering the portal, give Debo a chance. Yep. Like, Isaiah Bond didn't even take his call. Nobody is here trying to, leave a lasting legacy like Booker was talking about. Like, if you got a chance to do something special. Caleb Downs, you got a chance to do something special. You got your brother Malachi Moore coming over here. You got Damani Jackson. If Trey Amos, if you would have stayed, think about that secondary. Bro. Think about that the linebacking group, the D line. I mean, there's opportunity here, but y'all decided to leave because you saw the guy that recruited. That's like me getting out the military because the recruiter that I recruited me retired. Yep. Well, I want to get out the military too, but guess what? I can't because I committed to something. I signed my name on the dotted line. Commitment. Here's what we may have talked about this before. There's a different. Okay, if I say I'm committed, no. Better example. When you're married, you make a commitment.
Exactly.
When things go wrong, you just don't bail out.
No, you got to work it out.
When things change, if you meet your wife young and she body crazy, looking good, you get older, things start to fall. But guess what? The love is still there. I'm still committed to you. Because change happens doesn't mean...
Change is inevitable. Yeah. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. But because that happens, that doesn't mean my commitment changes. A commitment is a commitment. And if you're a competitor, let's put in the work. I trust everybody that's going to be at Bama next year because I know they're going to give their all.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I ain't never been more hyped for a season.
It just sucks. And it just shows what type of person you are, that the ones that left were the, you know what I'm saying, the star players. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm glad that Jalen Milroe's not leaving. But it's about to get really hard for him. And the reason, because I hadn't watched much highlights on that 6'6" quarterback this visitor. Then I just hate that Julian is entering the transfer portal. But I mean, I guess the writing's on the wall because the QB room is stacked. Yeah. So I hope Ty doesn't. I don't want him to.
I don't think he is.
Because he could win the job.
He really could. They were just talking about on the show on YouTube that one, the offense that they're gonna be running this year is similar to what he was running when he was in high school. He's just 2 years removed. He knows how to play that type of football. Here's what's gonna happen. Milroe, I don't think physique-wise he fits the bill of what Penix was. I think that 6'6" quarterback who came in is what Debo wants. That's what he likes. He likes tall quarterbacks, presence, athletic, can move, but they can throw that football.
Yeah.
And I think Ty has the build somewhat. We'll see. I think it's gonna be a good competition.
I think Ty is the command. Maybe all this is, everything happens for a reason. But maybe this is, because we've been wanting him to get his opportunity. This could be his chance.
Yeah.
And man, I hope he. And not saying that. Well, matter of fact, do you think that Coach keeps it the starters where they are, or is everybody auditioning again?
I think when you decide that you're gonna buy in, you gotta buy in 100%.
True. Yeah, true.
And so if Coach says it's an audition,
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Got it.
But that's not to say if if the QB competition is open. I'm pretty sure Coach knows that Jalen is such a good athlete. He's not going to diminish your ability to play quarterback. What he's telling you is saying, man, you can be something special for us in some other capacity on the football field. Don't run from that. Don't run. I know you want to do this.
Yeah.
Don't run from this stuff.
Yeah.
Because you can help us in more ways than once. If we got somebody on the bench, Simpson, Logan, Austin Mack, whoever, who can flow with the offense a little bit better, but you can be like that Percy Harvin type athlete for us, where you don't know if you're going to throw a pass or that Taysom Hill that played for the Saints. Now, you're going to feel who covering, because it's going to be insane to have Milroe on the field, Simpson on the field, and then all those special wideouts. What we looking at? And you coming from an offense that would produce 2,000-yard receivers. That's insane.
That's insane.
2 years in a row. Two.
I ain't never seen that before.
Yeah. Our leading receiver has 658 yards in Isaiah Bond. And they had over 1,000 yards.
Two.
We just say 2,000-yard receivers because they didn't get 2,000 yards. They could have probably had 2,000.
Man. That's why, the more and more we've been talking about this is, like, not saying I didn't trust Coach Debo, but, the more and more we talk about it, and just seeing the whole picture makes me even, like, you know what, I'm bought in.
And that's the thing.
Ready.
As fans and as a program, this is where, when you talk about the stock market, if you see everybody selling, let's buy. We need to buy. Because... What is it? Sell high, buy low. Right now we at the low, but I'm buying in because I know we're gonna be Facebook and we're gonna come up, and we have the resources. And when people say things like, I know we all over the place, that Bama had probably didn't have to really focus on NIL because people want to play for Saban. No, let's keep doing how we're doing it. We're not paying people to come here because they are just 5-star recruits and they want to come here. No. I want you to show me that you earn this. I want you to work for it.
Bama is still the standard.
It's still the standard. We don't need you in Lamborghinis. I don't need to be paying you $750K like Isaiah Bond is getting, and you ain't did nothing for us. We want to manage this money properly, and we don't want to be under investigation like Florida State or whatever other program is. We want to do things just like Coach Debo talked about in his first speech, with integrity. And if you do things with integrity, your parent, when it comes to recruiting, parents gonna be like, "Oh man, this is a straight up dude. I can tell he cares for my son. Let's lock in with him because we know he's not only gonna get you to the NFL, but he's gonna make sure that you are a good man before anything. And that's what you need.
But and then it shows in his. Based off of his, and I'm not really all ooh and nod about his record. Yeah, he's a winning coach, but like. I just look at how he's done it, and he's done it with pretty much the same people around him, starting from, I guess, Sioux Falls, he played. He was a great player. You know what I'm saying? So, and another good thing, he's young. Like, not young, but...
Well, he's young. He's young enough to relate to the players.
He can relate to the players, and just say if we got him for if he stays as long as Coach Saban does,
Mm-hmm.
and if he starts winning right off,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna be a hot commodity. Because they like, damn.
Well, he only be a hot commodity to the NFL. Where else would you go? There's no way. Alabama is the pinnacle of college football.
True.
It's a global brand. So there's nowhere. Where else do I go to leave Alabama? Everything else would be a lateral move. You want to hire me to go to Ohio State? They the same thing.
Yep.
You want me to go to Texas? They got a lot more money, but brand wise, same thing.
Yeah. Damn. But I'm excited, man. Because at first, when they first announced it, and I'm like, wow, what are we gonna do? Because it's just like, damn, we had the greatest coach of all time.
Of all time.
And that's a hard follow. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like me trying to go be a comedian and walking up, taking the stage after Cat Williams. Bro, you want me to do what? It's so, but I'm glad coaches, he's still gonna have he's still gonna be around the facilities, and Coach Debo has access to him, and I just hope he takes advantage of that. But I'm sure he is, and just soak it all up. I'm talking about everything, and just show the rest of the world, like, we had a change of command, but the standard's still the same.
It's still the same. That's a perfect phrase. The change of command happens all the time, but that don't mean the standard drop. One thing too that we gotta say or point out is that just because you have we have all these 5-star, 4-star recruits, jumping into the portal, going wherever they want to go, having an accumulation of that many talented people doesn't guarantee a championship. Perfect example. Texas A&M had a number of recruits like Jimbo couldn't do nothing with it because it takes more than. It literally takes a team. Everybody got to be on the same page. You got to buy in to what the program is preaching, and y'all got to play for one another. Okay, you can't be selfish. You got to want to dominate, like Coach Saban will talk about. Dominate your box. Don't pay attention to the score. You win, you're down every down, and you will come out on top in the end. But when you look at Michigan, for example, they was having top 8, top 10 finishes. They weren't like in that top 5 of recruiting. What you see this year, they had good coaches with X's and O's that was playing sound defense, that weren't blowing coverage. If you get people that can be smart and you can scheme right, you can't be beat. And again, going back to Washington, you can look back at their schedule. They had a lot of close wins, but good teams finished. Every team that they played against had the opportunity to win. They played Dan Lannon multiple times. They played Sarkisian. They played Lincoln Riley. And they whipped every one of them. They played Chip Kelly, the boys. They played all them teams. Like that coach that left Arizona that had a great team that just went to Washington. They played them. They whipped them. Like, it's something to be said for a coach like Coach Debo at Washington, 3-star recruits, and he's still scheming. Him and Grubb, they still scheming, finding ways to win. Thank God for Penix. And them having that. But even him come off injury, he wasn't he wasn't polished. He didn't become who he is until he got there. And he didn't get there until Coach Debo got there.
Because he came from what?
Indiana.
I guess they were in Indiana together. Then Coach went to Washington. But did he follow him? Because he was there 2 years, wasn't he?
I think he was at Indiana, and then
so Penix was there because he was their quarterback last year too, right? Okay.
So he finished his second year at Washington.
That's more confidence.
But that's why we shouldn't be panicking, because we got, and if the AD Alabama talks about, I've been looking at him for a long time. If Coach Saban says he's him in terms of X's and O's, I believe him. Because he don't say that. He would not try to butter somebody's toe saying.
True. Because I was just about to ask, would he
would not do that.
Fluff it up a little bit?
He don't come across as that guy.
True.
If he believes you're a guy that can execute and do things correctly, he gonna let people know about it. And again, I don't worship his record, but 104-12. Out of the 12, 2 of those losses came his first year at Washington. 1 loss came in the national championship, and I think 6 of them came at Fresno State his first year. Not his first year. Yeah, maybe his first year because they was in a turnaround period. You don't get no better than that,
bruh. And just just with our roster today, we still got 5 stars, 4 stars, all through the roster. Man, I don't even want to say. I want to make it. My goal for next year, I want to make it back to the SEC championship because I know if we make it to the SEC championship, win or lose, we're still going to be in that 12-team playoff somewhere.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my goal is SEC championship. We make it there, and then I know if we make it to the SEC championship, if we make it to the
Hold on, we got breaking news. Caleb Down commits to Ohio State.
Oh, okay. I can take that. I'll take that. I didn't want him to leave, but I would take Ohio State rather than Georgia.
I'm okay with that.
I am too.
Because you do not go to Georgia thinking I'm okay with that. Kirby Smith. Kirby's pissed. Kirby Smart is pissed. Here's the funny part. Ohio State just hired Bill O'Brien as the OC.
Bro,
where they going? Where's Ohio State going? Bro?
I don't. Did they not? They didn't see what we were going through when he was there.
Hold on, let me check. Can I get on my phone real quick?
Yeah, man, bro, handle your business. It's just, man.
Why would he go there?
I don't know. Because at first, when I first read it, when I first saw it, I just kind of skimmed through it and I was like, Belichick going to Ohio State? What? And I was like, Bill O'Brien. Then I went to the comments. I think I saw it on YouTube. I was looking in the comments and people were like, Bama fans were like, well, why don't y'all go ahead and hire Pete Golding too so y'all can get that experience we had.
Yeah. Bro, he going to Ohio State. It's crazy. What are your thoughts on that?
What, Caleb Down?
Yeah, just going to Ohio State.
Oh, that's, bro. Like I didn't want him to go anyway. I wish he would stay. But I'm glad he didn't go to Georgia or Texas. I'm glad he left the SEC.
Yeah.
So.
But what has Ohio State produced defensively?
Maybe he gonna be it.
I have never been more pleased with somebody's decision.
Me too.
Never been more pleased.
But excuse me, but it is what it is, man.
So yeah, listen, we're gonna be just fine. We're gonna be just fine. It was hard for me. I didn't even get it with all that's going on. I promise you, I did not get a chance to process Coach retiring. My mindset went immediately to who's next because it was such a shock.
Because I was just like, who dying? My first thought was somebody's dying. And then of course,
who's sick? Like a lot of people said.
Yeah. They didn't release a statement till he didn't release the official statement till like the next day. I'm like, somebody's got to be dying.
Yeah, because you just don't pick up and say,
exactly. And what had me questioning it, what kept me questioning myself about the whole thing is, my wife was like, she said, why did he retire? And I was like, I explained to her why. And she was like, it's got to be something else. I'm like, well, what you mean?
Yeah.
She's like, who has the best job in college football and just decides that they're done? Yeah. And I was like, well, I mean, like I said, everybody didn't expect him to be there forever, but I mean, that's why I just kept thinking that it had to be something else, like, or maybe he just don't want to talk about it, or maybe we'll figure it out one day when he write a book, or I don't know. I'm just glad that he's still gonna be able to have. They'll be able to have access to him. Yeah. Because I know, like, I'm sure Coach Debo's gonna run into some things that he ain't never run into before.
What in terms of what?
Like as far as
scheme, like team. He might. But what I think is benefiting, what he'll benefit from, is seeing teams like USC, Oregon, some of those wide open spread teams. Because if you look at the SEC now, teams that run that wide open. You got Auburn, Texas, Ole Miss, Tennessee, LSU to an extent.
Yeah.
There's very few teams that's running that old school ground and pound Bill O'Brien offense. You get Georgia, they're still doing that.
Yeah.
But this is what I think Georgia's gonna mess up, and what Saban was good at. Unless Kirby can learn from the GOAT, is adapting. Can you adapt? So Nick Saban knew, and thank part of this to Lane Kiffin. When Lane came in and switched up the style of offense and quarterback that we saw, you saw us kind of flip and spread the ball more. Will Kirby be able to do that? Because you're not going to be able to, let's say you run up against us. We have a solid defense with an air attack out this world. Now you asking yourself, dang, we got to keep pace and score. That's going to be hard to do.
Yep.
How are we going to cover? We get Ryan Williams. We got to cover Ryan Williams. We got to cover whatever else receiver, whatever else running back, stop this mobile quarterback, and then go out here and expect our offense to do the same. And they got a legit defense that's holding people to 15 points a game. What are you doing? And we know what gives Kirby a hard time. If you got good receiver play and throwing that football, see Ohio State, see Bama when we were spreading it out. They can't. That's their weak spot.
That just showed last year when we played them. And we don't have Jalen is, you know what I'm saying? He's accurate to it in a certain extent, but
he ain't that guy that be slicing dice.
He still kept them on their toes. But when he did take it and run, that was a problem.
It was a problem. And mobile QBs. That's the Achilles heel. Mobile QBs and good receivers and accurate passes. I mean, that's just what they can stop the run game all day. And if they can make you one-dimensional and just focus on passes, yeah. But when you can run the ball, when you can have a mobile quarterback and get receiver play, that's gonna be a long night.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a long night.
Oh man.
But I'm excited for the season. I am going to A-Day. My brother's going to A-Day.
When is A-Day?
I don't know the exact day. I gotta look it up. I'll look it up right now.
Matter of fact,
but I know a lot of people where I work at.
Let's go.
A lot of people are going to A-Day because there's a lot of anticipation about. Okay, we want to see what this team is going to look like. Potentially, this could be the biggest A-Day since Coach got there.
Yeah.
Because people want to see what we got. I'm not joking. You got me. We are going to A-Day. I hope you going. Do you want to go?
Yeah, let's do it.
We're gonna go. Because I got to see this in person. I got to see what we're gonna look like.
We had a pod.
A-Day
pod.
Yeah. So that's the plan. And even I got to see. Well, I'll hold off on that. But A-Day for sure in April. We'll be there. 100%.
Heck yeah.
But I'm excited for the future, man. Like I was down for a little bit, and I still got a little bit frustrated. That Caleb Downs news made me so happy that he just didn't go to.
Yeah, I did not want him to go to Georgia. I didn't want them to reap the benefits.
Oh, this is another thing I hate for Caleb Downs though too. It just hit me. Do you think part of the reason he goes to Ohio State, because he don't know anybody up there? I don't think. But he goes.
Well, they recruited him.
Oh, okay. So, he's at Ohio State, but, what DBs have Ohio State developed and got to the league? Not many. But also, he can kind of masquerade as an all-time great DB or safety and not face any elite receivers. Like I just said, on the backside, SEC is like great receiver play. Imagine him being at Georgia and just getting exposed against Texas, or getting exposed against Alabama, or getting exposed against Tennessee, or getting exposed against Ole Miss. All those teams, those are teams that they play next year. Georgia plays Ole Miss at Ole Miss. Damn. They play Texas at Texas. They play Alabama at Alabama, and they play Tennessee at Tennessee. They're gonna have to. He don't want to get exposed like that.
So, just say he goes to, or just he's at Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he does get exposed. Do you think that? Well, he probably won't get exposed unless he just has a whole bunch of brain farts and he just, or it's hard for him to adjust from, he just uprooted from what he's known to just a whole different. He's got to get a whole new. I mean, maybe the defense is different or the terminology is just different, but. Maybe it takes him a little bit longer to grasp what's going on. But, I mean, I wish the kid well. It's just, I wish he would have waited. But, hey, go on make your money, homie.
Yeah, it's It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So, what else you want to get off your chest, man? Tell me about your excitement. Like, are you excited for the team coming up? Like,
oh yeah.
Okay.
I wish they could start. I wish I could see them play tomorrow. I just want to see. I mean, I know that the team's not gonna be all.
How long did my brother say? But you're excited?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just ready. I'm just ready to see Coach do his thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to see what that. I mean, I know what. I'm not sure exactly what the offense is going to look like. You know, who's going to be where. Just I can't wait to see what it is and see who steps up, and because I know we're going to win. I know we're going to win.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I just hate on some of these YouTube pages. You know what I'm saying? People saying, "Yeah, Bama's going to be 8-4," or
never.
I'm not. I say if we do lose maybe 1-2, that's it. But
and honestly, I don't think our program is the type of program that would allow a coach to even allow us to have like an 8-4 season here, 7-5 season here. That's not the standard. Like when you come to Alabama, one thing that you gotta do is football, and you gotta win in football.
Yep.
2 losses is okay. 3 losses, so. But you gotta win at Alabama. This ain't that place this ain't Florida.
Yeah.
Where, you know, we can party, we still got the beach. No. Tuscaloosa is title town.
Yep.
This is football central. Football mecca.
Yep.
This is the New York Knicks and Madison Square Garden. This is where you come to play football specifically. If no other sport, you come to play football. People come to I remember going to, when I was up there, literally, students on recruits to like on scholarship just to kind of visit school. I went to Alabama. They got a good football team. They was literally just going to Alabama because of the football program. I promise you. It was kids from California visiting Tuscaloosa with their parents just for the football program.
Damn.
I kid you not. The student and the numbers projected. The numbers showed it when they talked about how I forgot who was talking about it. Alabama revenue increased by like $28 million since Coach Saban had been there. The campus has expanded and built tremendously.
Oh yeah.
They got condos by the stadium now. Enrollment grew like 60%.
Damn.
It grew from like 29,000 to 38,000.
Damn.
So much so much is attributed to Nick Saban and that university, and the athletic department ain't gonna let it slip. It's too much money coming in. It's just been too many years of a good time.
Yeah.
Just straight up. And don't nobody want to see that stop.
Because that's damn near 2 decades, brother.
Yeah.
Of being
nobody. We've been eating filet mignon. Ain't nobody going back to hamburger help. Ain't nobody going back to that.
I don't want no ramen.
No, I'll eat it every now and then, but this ain't gonna be a consistency.
Yeah.
Just to keep me humble, but this ain't gonna be an everyday thing.
For sure.
And I don't think you want to see Bama fall into that trap that Texas fell into before they landed Sark. You want to see us fall into that Florida trap, but they hiring coach after coach, you can't find nobody. You got to have competent leadership from the top down, and that's another thing I like that Coach Debo talking about how everybody in the program, from the AD to the support staff, everybody's on the same page. Everybody's pulling the rope the same way. That's what you got to have, continuity and unity in a program. That's how you solidify this is a good program to be in.
So he has a GM?
That Courtney Morgan, yeah. Well, player personnel. I guess that's the official title. Like you handle like personnel, but I like how they use him.
What do you mean? Like
so
what's his job though? Like what is?
So from what I heard them talk about I literally been listening to all day. I didn't bring it up. Courtney Morgan's job is to keep in contact with the parents, keeping them updated on the kids, school, life, checking in on just that personable relationship and recruiting. That is it's almost a genius role because you're showing the family they care, and the title of literally GM There's not what other program has that type.
That's what threw me off. Cause I'm like,
yeah,
GM,
but he's managing. He's literally general manager of the players, personnel.
So he's like the
mediator. That's a
go-between.
The go-between.
Got it.
I'm constantly in contact with the family. You know,
so if the family's having any issue, they probably contact him.
And imagine how that would make you feel. My boy's up there at UA. My son is up there. I don't know what's going on with him. Courtney Morgan hitting you up, or you can hit up Courtney Morgan. Hey, what's going on? How's he doing? Easy. I trust this guy. That's a great thing to have.
Damn. See, because I had never seen that before. That's why. And
I had never seen it before either, and I didn't know about it until they started breaking it down.
And what man, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give Kyle Henderson his props. Dude been on it with this whole
24. I've been watching it. I've been watching this like the Gaza Strip, Yemen and Israel. I've been focused on. I kid you not. I go to bed watching this. I'm playing my Xbox, listening to this.
I had to turn
this is the news for me.
I had to turn it day before yesterday, and I had to turn it off. I turned it off. I put my phone because I was just like. I just kept trying to refresh. I was like, I got to stop.
I got a Twitter just for updates. I made a Twitter. I follow Sideline Alabama, Hayes Fawcett, any Coach Debo. I follow him. I'm Alabama now. I kid you not. I bought that new hat I sent you. That Bama gear. One of my homeboys, Cardell. We talked about this. I said I've been wearing Alabama gear wherever I go. Hat. Because I said, now more than ever, I need to establish this is who I'm with. Yep. This ain't fair weather no more. DOA, that's what, who posted that on Twitter? Lawson, Deontay Lawson, or whatever, the linebacker. He said, DOA, dead on arrival. If you ain't Alabama, like Coach Whatchbell said, F him. Yep. You know what I mean? That's what we had.
If you ain't wearing crimson.
Like, the line has been drawn.
Yep.
You either for us or against us. And if you're against us,
that's what it is.
No, like Cat Williams said, there's God's side and there's the other side. Yep. We on God's side. Yep. God's side don't care about the other side.
Yep.
So that's what my energy is right now. And I'm supporting. I feel the need to support the team more than ever. That's why I talk about A-Day. That's why I talk about potentially going to the Georgia game, try to make it home. I don't care what the cost is.
Bro,
I want to be at the stadium to support the team because I'm too much of a fan. I'm too emotionally invested to not be there to support.
And this can solidify our fandom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because you know what this is, and it's gonna be a wake up call for all these fair weather fans too. Yeah. If you a real Bama fan, you here for the ride, no matter who driving. We here.
Yeah.
Not we got. The old driver, you retired? Oh yeah, we gonna get off this stop. No, bump that. We here for the ride.
We still got a destination,
bro. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Roll Tide, baby.
Roll Tide. So I'm excited, man. I can't wait. And I forgot who I was talking to. Look at the pattern of Greg Burns, the AD at Bama. Baseball team, basketball team, soccer team, gymnastics. He has not made a bad hire yet.
See, I didn't even look at that.
The baseball team flipped. The baseball team used to be terrible. The dude that got there flipped that baseball team immediately.
Yep. Damn.
Basketball team. Bama basketball used to be horrible. That coach from Buffalo, who they said had no SEC ties, is getting 5 stars to come play basketball at Bama. Tell me what they do that. People, come on. That's what even makes me, when I said, Greg ain't stupid.
See,
he's not stupid. He know what he's doing.
My bad.
Debo ain't stupid. Look at who he's hiring as assistant coaches. South Alabama head coach, who had what they talked about on Cal Show, top 15 defense wherever he goes. DB coach or head coach from Buffalo, great recruiter.
Damn.
Wisconsin's best recruiter for the Midwest. They got him. They are assembling not a lot of big names, but as they say on Twitter, an Avenger-like staff that they're gonna see as Alabama succeed. They're gonna start poaching some of these coaches and say, "Oh, we want you to head coach us." That's the downside of that though. But I think these guys are gonna be here to stay because I think they wanna show something. Exactly. They trying to build a legacy.
I think they're true, and because I'm sure there's part of the fan base that's already counted this dude out. Hadn't even given him a chance.
Yeah.
He didn't even coach his first game yet.
Yeah. And I like that he said, but that's not us. And I like that he said, he didn't even say it as a plea. He's not even begging nobody to stay. He just said, give me a chance. That tells me you confident in your ability to do.
I'm going to win with you or without you.
Absolutely. And let's not forget, He literally just left the national championship. Okay, people want to call this guy, Coach Debo, Uncle Luke calls him Brian Harsin 2.0. Tell me the last time that Brian Harsin, when he was a part of the Group of Five, won almost every game, won multiple championships, and then led another D1 team, another Power 5 team to a national championship. Oh, wait. He didn't do it. But he's proven in every arena he's been in, he has not been a loser.
It's going to take Brian Harsin 2.0 to beat Kirby Smart down in Tuscaloosa before he'll believe, like, oh, okay, he is a really good coach.
Yeah.
But it's all good, though.
Yeah.
It's all good because nobody knows. Nobody's really seen. I mean, they saw what he did at Washington, but we don't know what he's going to do with, with the Alabama. But I think, like you said earlier, and I'm not trying to pick on Washington. They got a team full of 4 and 3 stars. We have a totally different group of dudes over here.
Totally different group.
And and I think one thing that I've seen with Coach Debo, he's gonna use his players and he's gonna use their strengths and he's gonna maximize that. Yeah. That's what he did. Like them 2 receivers,
bro.
I mean, getting them open. I'm just and it was with Coach Grubb scheming and calling plays. Yes, and I'm excited about that. Yeah. To be back on not saying that they're going to get on to the Lane and Sarkisian level of scheming and calling plays, but we're going to get back to that, to where you can't really predict over like, all right, well, we know Bama's, okay, he's got to throw it to so-and-so. That's his only reliable receiver, or we know Jalen's going to run it, but to have a quarterback that is mobile and can dot an I from 60 yards away, I'm down with that too.
So I'm looking at, because you were just talking about the Washington receivers. Odunze, the big time receiver at Washington, had 2,000-yard seasons when Grubb and Coach Debo showed up. The year prior to that, his stats: played in 9 games, started 7 games, had 3 catches for 56 yards.
Damn.
That's ridiculous. And he made a superstar. No, not a superstar. He made a first-round pick out of Odunze.
Who won? Did he win the? He didn't win that wide receiver award, did he?
The Blitnikov?
Yeah.
I don't know if it went to that receiver out of
No, it went to Marvin Harris. That's who won it.
Yeah.
But I think Odunze was. I think he may have been in there too. But either way, another thing that had me upset was, especially with Isaiah Bond. Yeah.
Hold on. Can I say this real quick?
Yeah.
Because I said, we say 2,000-yard receivers. I want to tell you Odunze's exact number. We only say 1,000 because he didn't receive. He has 1,600 yards receiving. He almost had a 2,000-yard receiving year. That's crazy.
And see, that's what had me upset with Isaiah Bond. It's just like, and now it just it's like, what do you, Isaiah? What are you seeing? What are you thinking?
What are you thinking? That's all they were talking about on Cal Henderson. I'm pretty sure they're preaching that to Ryan Williams though.
But do you think there's somebody mentioned this, but I don't believe it. But you think some poaching going on?
100%.
I mean,
somebody said that they had been contacted. They was been contacting Isaiah back in November. They was been shooting their shot at him. Same with Caleb Downs. I thought what we saw with Kirby, and I saw the picture on Twitter, him strategically shaking T-Rob's hand and going over there hugging Caleb Downs after we won him in the SEC championship. A lot of people were saying that was him. Because I think Kirby knew. I think Kirby had an idea that coach was going to time. Coach is not going to outright say he was going to do it, But I think it was already something he was going back and forth with, because in that pregame speech,
when he was thinking, they were talking to each other.
He said they speak a lot, but they omit a lot too, in terms of like they're not gonna tell everything they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kirby knew something. I think he knew something, and he went over there and congratulated Caleb, talked about him, talked about how good he was, hugged up on him. Who does that after the game? You backing up T-Rob specifically,
You're right.
and Caleb Downs. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I tell you what though, when we showed that new DB coach we got that played for the Cowboys, that's on staff now. When he started locking up high talent, and they start seeing our secondary lockdown, it's gonna be the same ball game.
Oh man.
But no longer are we buying players with NIL. We saying we want this still NFL youth.
Oh yeah.
And
Ain't
y'all
nothing
gonna still ain't nothing gonna change. This still built by Bama. This is a program. This is the standard.
But I don't understand why people just think it's because we have to change command that, but we just gonna go to the bottom of the barrel. That's not. That's just like, I think we mentioned earlier, when the military does, when there's a change of command, the chief, when the head dude leave, just because a new dude comes in, he has a different, like, he has the same, you might have the same morals and same values, but he has a different way of going about it. And you ain't gonna tweak stuff and change stuff. That don't mean the army just gonna go down or the military will go. No.
That's the best example you could ever give about what Bebe's going through. A change of command. But because it don't mean the show stops.
It doesn't. And
it do not stop.
Because in other places, it does stop. Because there was nothing. We got a firm, solid foundation.
Infrastructure.
So it's okay. Boom, he's gone. All right, next man up. Let's get it.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's what do they do with us when we go to whatever AT training we go to, or you go on a deployment? You ain't never been in a position of leadership. Okay, we're gonna put Staff Sergeant McAdams, whoever. We're gonna put you here. The standard's still the same. This is your learning process, but this is what's to be done.
But it's gonna take that person to, like, all right, this is my job, this is my responsibility. It's time to dig in. I got to figure it out.
But you got going back to buy-in. You got to get people to follow. You got to get people willing to buy in and just say, hey, this is who's in charge. Let's go about it the right way. This ain't time for animosity. Then we are on one accord. I may disagree with some things, but we on one accord. We got the same mission.
And I think that's how this team, everybody that's in the building now, I think they're going to be on the same page, just like that.
Same page,
And it's a Bama team that is on the same page,
lethal,
that's locked in,
fundamentally sound. It's hard to beat, man. I can't tell you how excited I am. I can't tell you. I can't tell you, brother. So, let's look forward to what's coming forward in the future. With staff updates, I'm hoping we can land that top corner from Washington, Jabbar Muhammad. Apparently, it's between us and Texas. Hopefully, we can land that Bernard. I think it's like Giovanni Bernard, something like that from Washington. That top receiver, land him. Heck, there's a top receiver from Arizona. I want him to come to Bama, McMillan or something like that.
Well, come on over.
I want the receiving room to be stacked.
And we got I think there's a center from Washington.
He gonna come. Come on over.
Because that's another thing. I need to get this off my chest. I think Buddy was paid off to do what he did in the game.
Because ain't nowhere.
Because you can't, and it's not only because it was just like one snap here, a couple series later. It was at one point it was like bad snap, then boom, next one, bad snap. It was like, what are you doing?
I saw a snap in the A&M game. Milrow literally did this. He was there to catch a snap. The ball is down here. This is what screwed Milrow up a lot too. The ball snap. I gotta pick the darn ball off the ground, and then I gotta fix my eyes up to look elsewhere. Who can do that?
Nobody can do that. But he got lucky a couple times. Like at the end, it was in the Michigan game. It was a bad snap. Jalen went down, caught it, and by the time he was bringing the ball up, Jace was already there, and he put it right there, and that's when he got the touchdown. But and that did kind of help us out a little bit whenever there was a bad snaps. I've seen a couple of them. Like it was a bad snap. He had to lean down because he's leaning down. That causes the linebackers to kind of they got to find the quarterback and find the ball.
Yeah.
So that causes them to react late. With them reacting late, ball's gone.
Yeah.
Touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I think you know what was crazy, and we hadn't as stacked as our running back room is. All of them are still ball. Well, other than Roydell,
but he served us out. I got nothing against him. He graduated.
Everybody else doing their thing, man. Like,
but that's expected too because
Jam.
But think about this: for the running back room, Bama kept Freddie Roach, and they kept the running back coach Gillespie or whatever that means.
Yeah.
So all them guys recruited them are running backs. They gonna stay. Again, we talk about the relationship thing, but I'm happy they stayed because apparently the coach, going back to his acumen of football, he knows that you got to have a solid running game.
Mm-hmm.
So he kept the two coaches that can recruit in terms of running back and D-line.
Damn.
So I think that's legit because you don't see a lot of people from the D-line leaving.
Nope.
You don't see a lot of linebackers leaving.
Damn. Most of our players were
secondary
DBs.
and Julian Sane, the quarterback hosting Sane.
Right, yeah.
And Bond, the trader.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. You ain't see nobody else dip like that.
I don't even think. I think I want to. Even though Greg Digger was a great play.
Oh, Tom great. I'll get a picture hanging up in my man cave one day.
I'm gonna have to get him maxed out, man.
Yeah, like old buddy said on Twitter. That whole play was about Jalen Milroe.
Yeah.
Anybody could have caught that pass. Milroe put it on there.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, can I get it to where Jalen throwing the ball? We knew what happened, but we don't want to see that part no more.
Matter of fact, don't even change the number from 17 to just 18.
Yeah. I don't know. Damn, man.
Yeah.
But either way.
Yeah.
Do your thing at Texas, man.
Yeah, but I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the team. And we'll be back.
Oh yeah,
we'll be back.
Oh yeah, I ain't worried about that.
We ain't going nowhere. I know a lot of people are rejoicing in what's going on at Alabama right now, but we straight. Yeah, we gonna get the last laugh.
Oh yeah,
because we really low key overachieved this past season. Honestly, we did.
We were not supposed to make it to the college football playoff.
There was not a person talking about Bama making the college football playoff after that third game of the year.
Nobody.
And we made it, so.
Like we sure did. We really because after we lost to Texas,
yeah,
and they dropped us to like 13, I think it was.
Yeah,
I was like, there ain't no way in the world we're gonna make it.
Yeah,
no way.
No.
And we went undefeated from that point. Well, we went undefeated in the SEC.
Yeah, and
then of course lost to punk ass Michigan. But I'll take our record was 12-2 this year.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah. But in saying that too, I think Coach, out of this season, I know I'm talking too much. I'll stop in a minute.
No,
but
good.
This season, I think he felt the need to retire too because think about the last 2 seasons or whatever. I feel like he didn't think he could give, and he said this.
He did say that.
Like, not that the team was starting to slip, but 3 seasons, no championship with some of the top talent in the country. Maybe he didn't feel like his voice was resonating with the players anymore.
But he said that it was, I guess, he said, like, I guess the way he had to coach this team, like he said he enjoyed it, but like with Jalen, he was having meetings with Jalen weekly, you know, just regarding trying to reinforce, good things and having him work on different things. But and then he said he was more involved with the defense too.
Yeah.
Like, so I guess, I mean, 72 and you can't, recover like you used to. I don't.
But it was gonna have to come at. Listen, again, going back to people say it was gonna have to happen at one point.
Yeah.
72, you just said his age.
True.
So what was gonna expect? 73, 74.
True. Yeah.
It was gonna have to come. And then think about if you were 72. Don't you want to enjoy the rest of your life?
Yeah.
Like chill, enjoy the house you just bought down in Florida. I want to do that.
I want to drive my Mercedes, my freaking Ferrari.
I want to do the same thing. So He left a winner. He left the program in phenomenal shape.
He did.
So
I mean, when he got it, it was in horrible shape. Not horrible shape, but not in.
it wasn't elite what it is
No,
today.
but now it's the standard of college football.
100%. They got top-notch facilities in the country, pro or college. Only in competition again, probably with Texas A&M, and maybe Ohio State or something like that. I don't think Georgia's up and coming in facilities, but I don't think they got what we got.
I don't think so either.
I think there's a different level of commitment to football at Bama than at any other program in the country. I don't care what I said. Maybe Texas and Texas A&M have a commitment to football like this because football is big in that state. But next to them, Alabama, I mean, it could be just like this. There's nobody.
And then this year is going to reinforce that. It's going to show.
I can't wait, boy. I can't wait. I ain't never been more excited for a season in my life.
Bro, you know what? I just want Coach Debo's first season to be memorable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In a good way. You know what I'm saying? I want him to, like, it's going to be crazy if he come in here breaking records. You know what I'm saying? And another thing I just thought is, Jaden Daniels won the Heisman, but Michael Penix was in it. He was in the running.
Yeah.
So, you know how to coach. He can coach quarterback, or whoever's coaching the quarterback knows how to coach quarterback.
You know how to do it.
What happened? What's up with Is Tommy Reese still on staff?
No, he's not. But let me say this about Grubbs real quick. Another reason I like Grubbs. You getting young or younger coaches. Grubbs is 45. I looked this up. He looked older than 45, but he's 45. Coach Debo's 49.
That's crazy.
You got even younger dudes than that on staff. Early, the defensive coordinator literally just turned 40. You got young 40s, mid 40s. You got a staff that literally can be there for a good 7 to 8 years.
Yeah.
Establish a presence, win, recruit. I'm just so excited about this new era of Bama football.
The future is bright.
It's so bright, man. It couldn't have come at a better time. And listen, all the hype. I was one of them wanting Dan Lanning from Oregon.
Same here.
But my thing is this. Coach Debo beat you 3 times.
Yeah. Because I was looking for that sexy hire. You know what I'm saying?
You want
like that sexy name, Sarkisian, Lanning, Kiffin.
Yeah.
But sometimes you don't need that. You need somebody that's going to do the job.
You need a coach.
Yep. And that's exactly what we got.
That's exactly what we got.
And I'm rolling with it, baby.
I'm rolling with it, man. That's why we say roll tide. But yeah, hey, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
I think we got it all off our chest. I want us to turn the page. Now, obviously, we'll still be talking about, and I'll probably still be texting you. You be texting me about updates.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I wanted to turn the page and start looking forward to what's next.
That's it.
And I'm excited. I can't wait. We got 2 more months till A-Day. February, March.
So we going to A-Day.
We'll be at A-Day. I want to start vlogging. Just in general. I thought about this just for my life in general. I just think it's just
do it.
Just kind of record certain stuff.
My thing is, like, if I record by myself, it's more cringe for me.
Yeah.
Like us talking, it's fine.
Yeah.
I can watch it all day.
Yeah.
But me just by myself,
yeah. I probably wouldn't even show myself on camera. I'll probably show myself every now and then, but I'll probably just I don't know, record a game, things that we doing, tailgate, whatever like that, talking junk. So that's it, man. It's roll tide till we die.
Roll tide, baby. You already know there's been a change of command, but the standard's still the same, baby.
Still the same, baby.
It's not gonna change.
Built by Bama. Let's go.
Roll tide.